What's up everyone, my name is Will and today I'm going to do a free website audit from an SEO and copywriting perspective for Grant Cardone. The reason why I'm doing this, and to give a little background and context on me, my name is Will. I am a blogger and YouTuber. I like to talk about business and self-help and all that good stuff, but I am also really well versed in search engine optimization and copywriting, and that's how I make my living. And this is what I like to call the week of giving. I coined a term called the week of giving, where I give for free to anyone who is really looking for help, who oftentimes helps out a lot of people but doesn't really get stuff back. So I've done something similar for other big influencers, Chalene Johnson. I've helped Ramit Sethi, Neil Patel. I have a bunch of other people I want to help, but today we're doing Grant Cardone. Now, he has mentioned numerous times on Snapchat and his YouTube videos that he really wants to grow his following internationally. He wants to translate his content. He wants to reach more people, impact more people, hit millions of followers on social media, and get millions of views. I'm going to help him do that. I don't think that I can get him to his goal with a snap of my fingers, but I can get him one step closer. So I'm going to do that for free without any expectation of anything back from him ever. And that's the whole point of the week of giving. So let's just get started. This is actually pretty fun. So just judging from his site, obviously he's got it professionally designed. There's definitely an e-commerce component to it. This is a down and dirty audit. The real audits me and my company do, those cost thousands of dollars. But I'm going to give one just down and dirty off experience that can be just as good. So okay, I love the page title. I think it could be better, but it shows that you actually have some sense of search engine optimization. You know that the page, there's a character count to the page title, and unlike Chalene Johnson, you didn't keyword stuff it and put like 500 words in there. It can be better. How can it be better? You do some keyword research, find some better terms that are less generic, like author, entrepreneur, producer. This is, your homepage is the most valuable page on your website. It's the page that is most likely to rank the highest on Google 9 times out of 10 because of its highest domain authority and page authority. So what does that mumbo jumbo mean? Long story short, you better optimize this page because you're missing out on search traffic. I would not target generic phrases like author, entrepreneur. Like, who searches that? Not your prospects. You want to target people who are looking to get better at sales. Or maybe your whole goal is to be a keynote speaker, judging by the fact that this whole page is about how you're a big keynote speaker. Therefore, you should put something like top American keynote speaker on sales, or something that actually attracts and grabs that search volume from what you're going after. Again, it's not rocket science here. You don't need to overcomplicate it. Now, as far as these slider bands, it's give or take. Some people say it converts better, some people say it doesn't. I think keep it, leave it, it doesn't matter. What really matters though is the copywriting, the headlines here. So David Ogilvy has a quote: 80 cents of your dollar is spent after you write your headline. It has to be better than this, man. New York Times best-selling author. The problem with that, what's the problem with that? You are not thinking fully in terms of the reader. The reader is selfish, and you probably know this from a sales perspective. So copywriting is truly just sales in written form, and every letter has to earn its way on here, and it's just not doing that with these. Where's the benefit for the reader here? I like that you're keeping it simple and keeping the words easy to understand and clear and to the point, which is great for copywriting. Problem is, it should say something like, get a free book from a New York Times best-selling author. You see the action verb, the benefit, the incentive here. I love right now it does give social proof, but you can do better than that. That's all I'm saying. I love the pictures, love the layout here. This is probably one of your big ones. You seem to want to be a keynote speaker. Again, this is your big real estate here. I think people highly underemphasize what you put on your homepage. There's a reason why Amazon.com, that homepage is just so optimized, and so much millions of dollars have been invested into getting that page perfect to convert. So you got to put some time into this as well. It's not bad. I've definitely seen a lot worse. I would say you're above average, but you're not the cream of the crop, and I know you want to be the cream of the crop. So keynote speaker, sales, business, finance, social. Do you see how generic that sounds? Do you see how it sounds like every other website out there in the whole internet who wants to be a keynote speaker? It's really generic. It's really makes your eyes glaze over. Really, hire Grant. Why should I hire Grant? All you've told me is you're a keynote speaker, sales, business. It's like a standard keyword stuffed LinkedIn job title. And I'm not saying this to disparage you. I'm saying this because there's a huge opportunity here to just switch around a few words and make those cash registers ring. You know what I'm saying here? So what would I put here? First off, get rid of this junk here. Like, okay, I can throw a bunch of words too, like I'm a goal setting, personal development. It doesn't really bring credibility because anyone can say that. You really need to bring the social proof, the credibility, standard sales stuff here with your words, with your copywriting. So I would say something like, talk to a keynote speaker who speaks on the top stages in the world, and then you show some actual icons, social media marketing world, sales con, hustle con, all these recognizable icons, because people can't do that. Anyone can say social media here, entrepreneurship. It's not hard to fake that you're good. And when you actually have the credibility, which I believe you do, given your reach, given the fact that I know you've already been to some of these big events, you put that on there on your homepage, and I am willing to bet that your click-through rate, your opt-ins, people who are actually going to click about Grant and hire Grant rather than bounce away, never to return to your site, are going to increase. Okay, email marketing, getting emails is really important for sales. I'm sure you know that. So why are you using this here? I wonder if you're split testing your homepage. I hope you are, but you should constantly be trying to beat your control, which is your current homepage. Always be split testing it when you have the traffic. I'm sure you have enough traffic to be testing it. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just one versus another. Do a small change versus another one. That's a controlled experiment. Get enough traffic so that it's statistically significant. There are calculators out there for free that do this. Very simple, but the reason why I bring this up is opt in to get updates and my strategy of the week. That can be better, man. Opt in to get updates. 99 out of 100 sites out there say the same thing. How about get the secrets to selling that have made me millions and can make you thousands this week. So you see how specific that is? You see how benefit driven that is? You see how unique and uncopyable that is? People can't really claim that because they aren't at your level on sales, but they can say get updates because that's all they can do. And of course it's generic, it's blah. They're not going to opt in. I didn't opt in. I want to, but not with this non-enticing offer here. Let's jump to a search engine optimization standpoint. Let me just take a look here. Let's go to your blog. I think this is really good. I love the pictures. 3 ways to improve customer service. I gotta check this. Your URLs are not bad at all. Your URL structure is not bad. If it's not ideal, but it's really not bad. I would take out the Grant Cardone here. Shorter is better. If you do choose to do that, 301 redirect your old ones so you don't lose any potential link value or user experience. So I just threw a lot of terms at you. Sorry about that. What I mean is that your current URL structure is pretty long. I would cut this out here and just make it /blog/I didn't go to Harvard, but I can hire Harvard grads. People like shorter URLs. And when you're making posts in the future, this isn't bad, but you could do something like try and make it shorter and to the point, like this. Google really likes that. It keeps it short to the point, hits what your keyword you're targeting. Very simple. What I mean by 301 redirect is that, like, for this existing URL, if you do choose to change it, make sure the existing one is redirected to the new one, so that people who go to your old URL don't get screwed over. That's really important. Again, I love the pictures. Someone's definitely working on your site. You see the problem with this post? Oh, you don't. That's why I'm okay. So here's the problem with it. I think it's impactful, it's pithy, it's really short though. Now sometimes short posts can do really well, but generally speaking, longer thorough posts end up doing better. I love your headlines here. They're not bad at all. You see the problem with that? Like 200 words. The problem is in the blogosphere, and if you're not a blogger, which I don't think you are, if you're not a writer, it's fine. You can hire one or an editor that helps you with this, or you can just use voice to text, which is a free app on Google. You're competing with people who have very thorough posts that are like 200 words in length, and then like every couple paragraphs they have an Instagram photo here, and then a video that contextually relates to what they're saying, and then a Facebook video, and then like this and that, and then it's just this very thorough, amazing piece of content. It's like right here, it just kind of starts and ends, and of course that's, you know, the more words you have, naturally the more search engine traffic you pick up from all those keywords out there that people search. Another thing, just make sure you're doing this. Make sure you're sending your email list and social media traffic to this page as soon as you publish, especially if you have a YouTube video that just got released and you're embedding it on the page. Why? Because especially for YouTube SEO, they gauge where to rank it based off the first day's traffic, the first 24 hours. So you better send as much traffic as you can to YouTube videos, especially, whether through email or some other form, social media, everything, especially if it's like one of your epic pieces of content. So you send those social signals and that watch time to Google so they know to rank it high. This is really not bad at all. I want to check out your store. I think this is really important. We want to make sure that what's your highest selling item? I'm assuming it's at the top. I'm assuming this millionaire booklet is your highest selling item. Again, props for, you know, giving this booklet, which costs 15 bucks. I know it's like an e-booklet you wrote, but nonetheless, 15 bucks. You gave this to a homeless man for free. I saw you on Snapchat do that. Let's check this out. Products, Grant Cardone. Page title is, it's all right. Take a look at the source. Make sure the meta description is in there. Okay, you're missing a meta description. So meta descriptions are essentially what you see on Google under the headline for your listing. So here it is right here. It seems like you have a meta description for your homepage. Now you should have a meta description for every one of your pages, especially your top pages, because it is your, really only chance, other than your headline, to really entice people to click your thing rather than a competitor listing on Google for a specific search term. So I think that's really important, especially for big pages where you get competition. Really important stuff. So I think I'm just going to cut it here. I can unload and potentially overwhelm you even further, but I just want to kind of get a gauge on this. You know, if you want me to do a second audit that goes even more in depth on certain parts, just feel free to reach out. I'll do it completely free, as thorough or as high level or as simple or as complicated as you want it. I just want to keep it at a surface level for now and get some of the hard-hitting points. Hopefully that helped. I can go a lot more in depth. There's a lot you could potentially do to improve. For example, with your blogs, you get 60 characters for every page title. That's a lot of real estate on Google. But look here. Your page title here is not optimized for that. Follow the opportunity, Grant Cardone training. You're going to be competing against a lot of search engine listings on Google where their page title is optimized. They're going to say something really compelling like, here's why you should follow the opportunity because I made $1 million and 16 cents from it. And then you get this like precise, compelling headline where they understand how to entice someone with copywriting. They're going to get the clicks from Google if you're ranked for something on Google for this. Hopefully that made sense. Let me know if it didn't. I'll try and explain more. Hopefully this helped. Again, I'm just trying to help out here, not expecting anything back. And I'll see you in the next video.